so wrong about so many things. For a start, I used to think the moon was made of cheese. I was 3, okay? I also thought that giraffes could read my thoughts at the zoo. Hello, I am the Irish Guy, and today I'm going to go through every Premier League club and find one player who I was wrong about in the past. Oh, this'll be fun. Right, let's go. Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus. I feel like a right doofus. Like some strange lunatic who thinks the people inside the Teletubbies costumes were secretly Latvian cannibals. Every time I see Gabriel Jesus embark on one of his trademark goal droughts, I instantly cringe as if I'm sitting front row at a KSI concert. I hate to say it, but I think I was ihianachoed. I mean, that should be the verb to describe average strikers who suck up a bunch of goals in limited minutes at teams like Man City, purely because the service is so good. In the same way, Joselu, stinking Newcastle flop Joselu, managed to score 18 goals for Real Madrid last season. Iheanacho is and always has been a pretty rubbish striker, but I'm sorry, 14 goals in his debut season for Man City at 18? That tricked me into thinking he was a clinical beast. And same for Jesus. So when he rocked up at the Emirates, I was predicting the Golden Boot. No, because it's very likely there's going to be a second season in a row where he's failed to score even 5 Premier League goals. In fact, when I study his Wikipedia page, I actually feel like Buzz Lightyear when he realizes his wings don't work. I feel like someone who's finally realized that his wife of 20 years is actually just a sheep in a wig, because I had it in my head that Jesus was one of the best strikers in the world, a mini Aguero. Lads, he's nearly 28 and he's never ever had a 15 goal season in the league. Even Benjani did that once, and he was just a chubby teddy bear. I was so wrong. Jesus is actually average. He's like R9 if R9 was born without feet. Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins. Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but when Ollie Watkins first joined Aston Villa, I thought, meh. I mean, they just missed out on Callum Wilson to Newcastle, and so then paying a club record £28 million to a championship side like Brentford for a striker who'd just been part of the Bees bottle job where they messed up promotion, saving me a Pontus Janssen tattoo on my neck. Yeah, I thought he was going to be a huge waste of money. To me, Wilson was the Premier League proven goal machine, so Watkins by comparison, he was going to be such weak sauce and would soon be flushed out of Portsmouth in 2 years. No, he since scored 83 goals for Villa. I was so quickly proven wrong when he scored a hat-trick on his debut against the champions of England, Liverpool. He's crammed 71 Premier League goals in just 4.5 years. He is going to eventually squeak into the 100 goal club. I don't think Wilson will, and he's only got 13 goals to go. Watkins is a Champions League level striker. Oh, I am a dopey little goofball. Born with Justin Kluivert. I have had a very bumpy relationship with Justin Kluivert. I mean, not literally, the guy doesn't know who I am. If we bumped into each other on the street, I'm pretty sure he would think that I was someone who just slept outside a petrol station, and he would instantly feel the urge to wash his hands. But look, when he was a sprightly young winger at Ajax, Jose Mourinho wanted him from Manchester United. That was good enough for me. Enough proof that Paddy K's son was the next superstar. But when he failed at Roma and did nothing on loan at RB Leipzig, Nice and Valencia, then I knew. I was convinced he was just a Dutch Tom Ince. Yeah, because of who his daddy was, Tom Ince once had the chance to join Inter Milan, and if it weren't for the rise of Raheem Sterling, I am convinced Liverpool would have re-signed him from Blackpool in 2013. That is how big his hype was, but then he fell off a cliff and he never recovered and turned into a massive lower league journeyman. And to this day, he's 33 and, I don't know, is eating eggs on the Watford bench? I thought Kluivert was once in Ince territory. No, he's got 13 goals this season, including 2 hat-tricks, has a couple of goal of the season contenders, should surely be in the Netherlands team on form. I haven't been this wrong about a Justin since I said Bieber was ugly in 2010. Evidently, I'm wrong. Yeah, I said that. My face looks like beans on toast. Brentford Mikkel Damsgaard. I thought Mikkel Damsgaard was done for. Honestly, I thought this man's career was going to be known for just one thing only: giving England a scare in the semi-finals of Euro 2020 with a brilliant free kick. He basically did to England what Kieran Trippier did to Croatia. Just gave them a massive jump scare. So seeing Damsgaard sign for an English club, it would be like seeing Trippier unveil the hat-trick split. Although, to be honest, it wouldn't be his first high-profile split. But look, Damsgaard then failed as an attacking midfielder in Serie A with Sampdoria, and his stats were truly dreadful when he joined the Bees in 2022. Come on, no goals in his first 2 seasons. Nothing. Absolutely nothing in his first 59 games in a Brentford shirt, before finally ending his goal drought against the mighty Leyton Orient. I thought he was pretty useless in big boy football, and absolutely not made for the Premier League. Come on, he's got the body of a banana. He looks like somebody who eats less food than the average mouse, but instead he's arguably been Brentford's player player of the season. He's their very own version of Odegaard. Sorry, Mikkel. Brighton Georginio Rutter. Yeah, this opinion I blame on Big Sam Allardyce, because he was the one who said that the reason he didn't give much game time to Georginio Rutter during the former England manager's 1 month stint at Leeds is because the French forward wasn't good enough. Yeah, he was initially a big money Leeds flop, sure. I mean, come on, they signed him from Rennes for a club record fee. He scores nothing in his debut season and they go down. Sure, he fluttered in a few goals in the championship, but no. My mind was made up. He was not Premier League quality, and he was going to be an embarrassing big money Brighton flop, but no. Look, he's not a major goal threat or anything, but as a versatile forward player, yeah, he's been good this season. I was wrong. Chelsea Jadon Sancho. I bought into the hype. As someone who is Irish, I should be immune from falling for the English hype train. The insane level of the Jadon Sancho build-up at Borussia Dortmund. It should not have worked on me. I should have known better. But yeah, when he did rip it up in Germany, but by the way, he did. Okay, I didn't dream this. He was absolute magic in his teenage years in the Bundesliga. But yeah, when he moved to Manchester United, I said he would help them one day win the league. Why? Why? I had already seen both Kagawa and Mkhitaryan, two electric Dortmund stars, both fail at Old Trafford. Why did I think this guy would succeed? As a winger, he actually looks about as quick as a donkey on roller skates. And well, he's on loan at Chelsea now, where he's been decent, but I must stress, just decent. The bloke's got 2 goals. 2 goals all season. I hate to say it, but at the minute, his loan spell is only marginally better than the likes of Maniche or Ricardo Quaresma. Neither were awful in the Chelsea shirt, but also both were no more memorable than the plot of Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Sancho tricked me. Crystal Palace Dean Henderson. I once thought Dean Henderson was going to be elite. I'm so annoyed at myself because just like Sancho, I should be immune to the English hype. So again, when Dean Henderson was ever so briefly the Manchester United #1 for about a month and was getting linked to the £50 million move to Chelsea, I should have ignored such nonsense. It's silly talk, but yes, when he was alone at Sheffield United and helped them finish 9th in the Premier League, I thought he was the next Joe Hart. Someone who did exactly that 10 years earlier. He was also on loan from a rich Manchester club at newly promoted Birmingham City, and he also helped them finish 9th. Yeah. Hart's future was 2 Premier League titles, 4 Golden Gloves, regular Champions League football, a penalty save from Messi, and nearly 80 England caps. I thought Henderson was Hart the sequel. Christ, well, they even look alike. I thought Henderson was the future Manchester United #1. No, he just found his level with mid-table Crystal Palace. So great. He's just the next Chris Kirkland or Ben Foster. Okay, I'm gonna leave Ben alone. Everton Jordan Pickford. Silly me. I thought Jordan Pickford would grow up to be Pig Vomit, which is ironic because his real name is actually Jordan Pigford. Yeah, his granddad just illegally changed the family name so his children wouldn't get bullied at school. So honestly, Jordan, you embrace your snout. But look, I'm not sure why I thought that Henderson was destined for Champions League football, but thought that Pickford was a useless chicken. But I guess I just wasn't that impressed by his debut Premier League season. I mean, in his first full season as Sunderland #1, they were relegated bottom of the league. Practically down by Christmas. The team was so awful under David Moyes. I was never going to take a goalie seriously when he was picking the ball out of his net about 4 times a match. Pickford in 2017 was what Wes Fotheringham was last season. That Sheffield United bird brain keeper who honestly looked like he played every match with marmalade on his gloves. But no, Pickford has emerged into a top class goalie and the best England international goalkeeper of my lifetime. So, whoops. Fulham Ryan Sessegnon. Why do I keep buying into the hype? Look, this was more than just English media hype, okay? I remember watching with my eyes Ryan Sessegnon slapping in 16 goals from the left wing in the championship for Fulham at just 17 years of age. The previous season, he had single-handedly destroyed Newcastle at St James's Park as a 16-year-old boy, netting in 2 goals in a 3-1 win. It wasn't just me, okay? Every big club in the world was suddenly linked with Sessegnon. Barcelona were knocking on the door. English press were calling for both him and, weirdly, Leon Bailey to be put in England's 2018 World Cup squad. Look, he has been destroyed and obliterated by injuries, but the fact that he's soon going to be halfway to 50 years old and he's back at Fulham, now sitting on their bench, it's sad. Ipswich Town Axel Tuanzebe. Yeah, this man has made me look like a silly goose too. I once thought that Axel Tuanzebe was the future of the Manchester United defence. What? But come on, he was getting minutes as a teenage centre-back under Jose Mourinho, who spoke about his potential in public. And in October 2020, he was making his Champions League debut in a win over PSG. I'm sorry, but the fact that he kept Mbappe quiet, yeah, I thought he was going to be a future star. No, not at all. And he's now turning 28, yes, 28 this year, and he's getting relegated with Ipswich. Oh dear. Leicester City, Jamie Vardy. I still stink of ice cream. What do you think? Next, Liverpool Virgil van Dijk. You know all those absolute milkshake plums who said that Virgil van Dijk was overrated at Southampton when Liverpool paid £75 million in 2018? I was one of those plums. But look, Chin Fosu's great-grandson was very good in the Saints' defence, sure. But I didn't like his attitude. He was trying to force through a move to Liverpool in the summer of 2017. And I thought his form for Southampton was patchy after that. And then, yeah, he gets a monstrously expensive move to Liverpool. 75 million. That number broke my brain. Yeah, he since emerged into one of the best defenders of all time, winning everything there is to win in club football. And oh yeah, came within just a couple of votes of stealing a Ballon d'Or off Messi. Literally. He was less than 10 points behind. What was I thinking? Man City Erling Haaland played the tweet.
I'm sorry, but Erling Haaland is not a patch on Kylian Mbappe.
Look, I still think that Mbappe is the better player, but Haaland, he comfortably deserved the Ballon d'Or in 2023. I don't think there was a year where Mbappe was levels above everyone else. I don't think you can say that, so I don't know. The most important thing in football is goals, and Haaland is a better guarantee of goals than Mbappe. So whilst this mini Henry is much easier on the eye than this Norwegian lump, that statement from 2020 is factually wrong. Man United, Andre Onana. I said Andre Onana was the missing jigsaw in the Manchester United puzzle. Do I have a cookie for a brain? I said that this was a ball-playing goalkeeper with a swagger, the quintessential modern goalie who was unbelievable with his feet, and he was going to be a Manchester United megastar. That he would have the same impact on this club as the Brazilian boys did for Liverpool and Man City. No! I was so wrong. So very, 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 very wrong. Like, stupidly so. He's been a major disaster at Manchester United. An ever-prone goalie. I mean, it was he alone who was the reason why Manchester United finished bottom of a very easy Champions League group. And now Ruben Amorim wants a new goalie in the summer, so really, he has been a flop. Newcastle Joelinton. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I thought Joelinton was the horrible footballer. Genuinely, when Newcastle United bought him from Hoffenheim for £40 million and he delivered a wretched 2-goal season up front as the Magpies number 9, if you told me that he'd be still there 6 years later, I would think, what? No. If you told me that I would witness him belting in a wonder goal against AC Milan in the Champions League, I'd be like, what? He was awful back then. Absolutely dreadful as Steve Bruce's centre forward. But he has since transformed into one of the best midfielders in the league. Honestly, putting him up front was such a nonsense. It would have been like old school Stoke shoving Yaya Toure up front at 22. Like, what? My apologies, Joelinton. You are amazing. And thank you for letting me go in front of you in the queue for Tesco. And thank you for not judging me when I sniffed the Cocoa Pops box. Nottingham Forest, Elliott Anderson. I was happy when Newcastle sold Elliott Anderson for £35 million because I thought he was just an average Geordie tomato. Just a really mediocre midfielder. And I thought Forest were insane to pay close to £40 million for a mini Longstaff. Okay, he's a different player to Sean, sure, but I thought that he was the next Matty Longstaff. And now he's being one of the players of the season in Forest midfield. And right now he's a better player than Joe Willock by far. So, whoops. Southampton, Aaron Ramsdale. I don't even know what I think about Aaron Ramsdale anymore. I used to think he was awful back when he was addicted to relegations. And then I thought he was actually secretly class after becoming Arsenal number 1 and nearly helping them win the league. And now once again, he's back to finishing bottom of the league with Southampton. So I don't know. I don't know whether he's good or not. I don't know when I was right and when I was wrong. I just know that Ramsdale makes me confused. Tottenham, Jed Spence. I once thought Jed Spence was a rock star right back, was on loan at Nottingham Forest from Middlesbrough, and I thought he would be a game-changing Spurs signing under Antonio Conte, and I also thought he would eventually see off everyone else to win the race to become England's first choice right back. Now, he's had to wait 3 years to get a Spurs sniff, and even now he's playing out of position at left back where he's done okay, but he's never getting an England cap, ever. West Ham, Evan Ferguson. I said he would win the Ballon d'Or. Wolves, Matt Doherty. Play the tweet.
By next week, Ireland are going to have a Matt Doherty who's learned under Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte and Diego Simeone. Like Kieran Trippier, he's going to have a career glow up in his 30s.
What? Because Trippier's since become a liability in Newcastle defence, while Doherty is back at Wolves and looks a shadow of what he once was. What was I thinking? Anyway, that's the interview. Let me know in the comments below what do you think, or let me know in the comments below how badly did I get these. I already know. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to get like, share, subscribe as always. I'll talk to you in a while.